Shut the Front Door, a podcast from Infinity Hydration and Wellness. Join us for holistic health and wellness talk designed to help you feel better emotionally, mentally, and physically. Time to dive in.
Welcome back, New Year, same us, to Shut the Front Door. Here we are. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we're going to talk about New Year's resolutions. So, straight to the facts. So, around 38 to 40% of Americans report making a New Year's resolution. Only about 9% of people successfully keep the resolution. 23% quit within the first week, and majority give up by mid-February. And some studies suggest 88% fail within the first 2 weeks. So, being as we're going into the second week, Lindsay, how are you doing with yours?
I already read 3 books out of 50 for the year, so I'm doing great.
What's your goal?
50 books by the end of the year, nonfiction and fiction. Land my internship as a grief counselor in training. And I want to gain muscle this year. So that's like my goal.
We already have enough around your mouth.
Come on, let her laugh out.
I had to get her back. She's been on me all day, for the record.
And you love it.
And we made sure they were sitting by each other because, yeah, they're ready to kill each other all day.
We do.
Why do I feel drunk and I wasn't drinking? Oh, okay.
Well, we've been working all day and trying to figure out, do we really actually have, I don't even have a New Year's resolution by any means. Obviously, we have people calling in here like crazy. If you do listen to this, please call in and ask for Lindsay.
Yo, no.
She'll be more than happy to help you along the way. But I mean, New Year's resolutions, some people live by some great, I choose a word.
Yeah, you said that before.
Yeah.
What's your word this year?
Growth.
Oh, awesome.
We've met lots of times.
Yeah.
Amen.
Any particular area that you want to grow in?
I think knowledge. I think I'm always craving more knowledge, though. I think it's like
You're definitely a knowledge whore.
Yeah.
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 For sure.
I'm an addict. Only because the more you know, the less you really know. So, I mean, yeah, light bulb moment. What about you, Krim?
Just surviving.
Her word of the year is survival.
I can relate to that.
Surviving each day.
Well, I mean, you do have a baby at home.
Yeah.
Well,
She's about to be a year old. Just with all the sports and all the things. I looked at you today and I was like, can we just like freeze time for 30 minutes so we can just get it all together? But my word would be surviving.
yeah. Every 24 hours.
Every 24 hours.
Do you have a word? Putting her on the spot.
I don't really. I'd have to think about it.
Dom has a word for you.
Oh, I have a lot of words for you.
Quiet.
I didn't think about my word.
Yeah, I don't really know.
We'll give you a minute.
No, we won't. Dom, what's your word?
I would have to say courageous.
Oh.
Yeah, courage. Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that?
Yes, I can actually.
Because you are pretty courageous.
I actually have a bracelet on that says courageous. It was a gift, and the person that got it for me was so funny. He had already gotten me a bracelet that said fearless. And we were having a discussion, and he's like, "You're the most fearless person I've ever met." And I said, "Actually, I'm not fearless. Like everything I do, I'm always so scared, but I do it anyway, and that's actually courage." So he went out that morning on Christmas Eve and switched it. Like,
That's so cute, though.
Said fearless, and he goes, "When you told me you weren't fearless, you were courageous." He's like, "Uh-oh."
Wrong word.
Yeah. But I thought about it, and I'm like, you can look at other people that do things and accomplish goals or New Year's resolutions, even though I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. And are they really fearless? I highly doubt anybody does anything without fear, but it takes courage to have that fear and do it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So
I love that.
Thought you might.
Yes, girl. I think mine would be to listen. I think we listen to people, but we don't actually listen. So I feel like I want to do more listening, like purposeful listening.
Part of your like job?
It is. It is. I mean, it is part of my job, but there's a lot of underlying that we don't hear when if we just took ourselves out of the equation, we would hear it.
Yeah, I think
I hear more of it with little kids than I do adults, so it's easy for me to listen to kids, whereas I think now I want to spend some more time listening to adults.
instead of coming up with your response while they're talking, actively listen.
Actively listen.
I mean, I struggle with that even sometimes. I think that's something for all of us because our wheels are always turning. We always want that right response when we just forgot half of what they said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
well, what I hear her saying, though, too, is that she wants to hear what they're saying, even in the silence. Is that right?
I mean, you see that a lot, like working with kids. I see that a lot. Even just play therapy, they don't even have to talk. You just see it in their movements or how they're actually interacting with said toy or whatever. I just think sometimes adults are boisterous, but they just don't know if their point is getting across. And I think if you just took yourself away from the equation, you'd actually be able to pull a lot more information from said person. So that's my goal, even for myself, because I don't listen to myself sometimes. Yeah.
I know life coaching, when I did my certification for that, taught me how to listen. Just like you're saying, it just teaches you how to really be present and listen. And you realize the less you talk, the more you learn about a person and you can help them more.
For sure.
what do you mean by listen to yourself?
I don't go off my gut instinct sometimes. I just go because I feel like we live in a society where we're just supposed to go and we don't stop and take a moment and say, okay, what is this going to do for me? Where's this going to take me? What could be next? And I don't listen to my gut sometimes. So I want to listen to myself, take a step, take a minute, pull myself back a little bit, reel myself back in, and then make a decision. Because I don't listen to myself. I don't feel like a lot of us do. I'm quick with a response because that's what I think our society is so used to. So I think just listening in general.
Well, don't quit on me in the next 2 weeks and go.
Because I listen to you.
Great.
Well, no, I think that's true because with social media and fast-paced everything, people get so frustrated with us if we're not moving fast enough, or talking fast enough, or giving them an answer fast enough.
Yeah.
It's like people don't listen to themselves anymore.
Yeah.
Well, everyone calling in, even with their New Year's resolution goals, are getting healthier, getting fit. They want the muscle, they want weight loss, and they want an appointment right now. And
they want to see results right now. And we have to make sure that they realize that this is a journey and it's not going to be overnight.
we didn't get here overnight.
Exactly.
And you especially, I mean, seeing these ladies with the hormones, they want results immediately.
And rightly so. They're suffering, but that's where my job is, to manage their expectations and let them know that if we do it more, at an appropriate pace, we're going to get them better, longer lasting results. If we're looking at everything and we're not just slapping on, listen, there's plenty of places out there that will look at the patient's labs very quickly and be like, oh, yep, this is low, that's low. Let me just throw you some testosterone or a progesterone pill. And they're not looking at what you guys do here. They're not looking at the upstream. We always talk about it, vitamin D, ferritin, thyroid, all that stuff. So when you're looking at the whole picture, it's going to take a little bit more time and it's going to take patience, which ironically enough brings us right back to New Year's resolutions. Because why are you making New Year's resolutions instead of making a permanent behavioral lifestyle change for a person that you want to become, instead of a result that you want to get. Like instead of saying, I want to lose 20 pounds or I want to get I want to stop having hot flashes. Why don't you envision what your day looks like if you were living optimally and how that would feel instead of focusing on the results? Right?
I mean, we had that conversation earlier with a couple patients of you've been feeling like crap forever, so you don't even know what optimal may even feel like.
Mm-hmm.
So and there was a question, where do I even start? So instead of maybe picking for everybody listening, what's the most common New Year's resolution? Is it weight loss?
Probably. I don't know. I haven't looked it up, but I'm sure.
I don't know, even picking like one thing that's going to contribute to your mental health and grow from that. Because, I mean, look at the society we live in. Everybody has anxiety and depression. So, yes, losing weight could help, but getting to the root cause of what's actually pick one thing. Like we said today, there's 100 things you could start doing. But if you just pick one and slowly even add into it over the years, before you know it, you will be optimal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to make those micro choices, right? So like every little teeny tiny choice you make throughout that day is going to either push you towards who you want to become, or it's going to keep you stuck at where you're at. So when you're not getting results at the end of the year, it's because you stopped making those micro choices. And that's the same with eating, exercise, taking supplements, and relationships. We always hear about, oh, we grew apart or whatever. You woke up every day and made the choice to stop doing whatever you were doing in the beginning of the relationship. So it's about the micro choices, and then that forms who you want to become instead of focusing on an outcome. Well, I want my spouse to listen to me more. Okay, well, what micro choice can you choose so that your spouse listens to you more? You know, I mean, there might be something in there to look at. So stop focusing on the results and look in the mirror. And, you know, like that post, the lady sniffing the candy bar, but she's putting the broccoli in her mouth. It's like, oh, okay, I'm just kidding. Use her broccoli. It's all about choices and maybe tricking yourself. Just saying.
Oh, man. It goes back to, do you like your husband?
Yeah. No, is your husband good looking? That's not a lie.
Yeah, you're going to say it all.
My libido shot. Can I have some testosterone? Okay, well, I have to first see a picture of your husband. I mean, question your choices. Yeah. Corinne, I'm going to you better edit that.
There's no editing
You
there.
all kinds of
You don't edit around here.
It's okay. They can ask for Lindsay.
Yeah. Ask for Lindsay.
She did take care of somebody today for me.
Wait, what?
In the back room.
In the back room. Everybody's going to want to come see your back room.
Oh, man. It's just,
I quit. You're right. I'm listening and I quit.
So getting back to New Year's resolutions, what is one small action that you know you'll do this week? So that's a good question to ask yourself. You have to have a why. So instead of focusing on the weight loss, why don't you say, what's one small action that I know I can handle and do this week that's going to get me closer to my goal of who I want to be? And then ask yourself, well, what's my why? Because I want to have better energy. I want to feel better. I want to be there for my kids more. And I'm sure you guys all know this. When you have a strong why, you're more apt to stick to a behavior.
Yeah.
But if behavior doesn't happen if your why isn't strong enough.
well, obviously, people don't have a why because 88% fail.
I think they have a why, but I think it goes back to what she was saying. And we live in such a fast-paced society that even if they're like, yeah, I really do want to have more energy to play with my kids and I'm too overweight to do so, or I really do want to spend time with my husband at night, but I'm too tired after work. I think their why is strong, but I think people just feel defeated.
I think they all need a life coach.
I know.
I know,
I'm
Ronnie.
busy, so you're up next.
She's practicing listening.
You're right. But don't you think that's true, though? I mean, I just think everybody's so exhausted and they don't know where to start. So that would be a good thing, like to start to talk about like what's where is an easy place to start?
From all these ladies that we are seeing coming in and how life-changing hormone therapy is for them, or fixing their thyroid along the way and their iron levels and bringing it all around full circle. A couple of them have said it best that they wouldn't even be able to function or even come up with a goal had it not have been for just getting that help at a baseline.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, why come up with a goal when my brain doesn't function? I can't move day to day. I can't think. And I'm screaming at my kids all day long and don't know why.
Yep. I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that, because I am so sick and tired of hearing people say, taking a GLP-1 is cheating. It's not cheating. It's not cheating. There is something metabolically wrong at a cellular level and a mitochondrial level with a lot of people. And if you're going to give somebody just a little bit of assistance or a little bit of leg up while, yes, you're talking to them about diet and exercise and building muscle and being responsible and being a partner with us, if you're doing all the things, excuse me, then a little bit of help is all they need. And every woman I see in menopause is so drained. If she just needs a little bit of help with the hormones, and that's going to make her a better wife, and that's going to make her more alert and get rid of her brain fog at work, there's no harm in giving yourself a little bit of help so that then you can do the behavior and the action. It's the people that want the help without their responsibility and without taking their part in it, they're the people I have an issue with.
Of the new patients that started with us, that were brand new, that started after the new year in 2025, of our GLP patients, actually 96% stuck with it the whole year.
There you go. The proof is in the pudding, so they say.
Yeah, and I mean, look at most of them. Look how they're feeling. Look at all of the stuff they've been able to accomplish in their own lives. Marriages have healed. It is mind-blowing to me.
Just hearing, I get to be with a lot of patients from the beginning to even now, and they're not done. They still have goals for themselves. Just hearing what they were incapable of in the beginning to now what they're doing, like walking that Christmas place that's like 3 miles long wherever. And I'm like, you do realize that girl couldn't do that a year ago. And they're like, you're right.
Running marathons. We have a couple of people running marathons.
Yeah, like crazy.
The weightlifting. It's just
crazy and it's nice that I've been here from the beginning with them to now, because I remind them of how far they've come, because I don't think they give themselves enough credit either.
Or remember.
Yeah.
Because when the body reaches homeostasis again and you start like biologically, physiologically, chemically, all of that stuff, your body's doing what it should be doing. You totally forget how much pain you were in or what you couldn't do, which is why I beg my clients to keep a diary, but nobody listens to me. So whatever.
She said that exact same thing. I kid you not, in multiple conversations today. I'm like, you're not wrong. Like,
yeah. So it's true, but I'm sure you see it like a million times over with Ibu.
Oh, yeah.
Like people that come in with Lyme or whatever they're coming to you with, and you're doing the ozone and the Ibu.
And they notice that they can move better. Like I had a couple that's coming in, and the one lady has Lyme, and the husband's like, she's moving better. She gets out of bed earlier. She's not just like moping around the house. And like he notices it too.
And they're going to know exactly who we're talking about, and they're going to want royalties.
Yeah.
For this podcast episode.
Who did we have say, where's his royalty check today?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
So funny.
We owe people money now.
But instead of setting New Year's resolutions, why don't we encourage people to think about not only their why, but how they want to feel. Because statistics do show that if you can correlate a feeling with an action, you're more apt to change a behavior and then stick to that behavior. So it's about how you want to feel, not what you want to accomplish. And I think if people focus on that feeling and their why, and then the little micro choices throughout the day, and then also bringing in a little bit of help if they need it, meaning hormones or a GLP-1 or
Vitamin D.
yeah, as something simple as supplements, you know, just to give yourself that little leg up. If we can at least get you sleeping better, your whole day is going to change. Right?
So what's your feeling? Mine's calm, cool, and collective.
My feeling? Am I supposed to have a feeling for the
I don't
year?
know. Pick your feeling for
Oh,
like,
Lord.
how do you want to feel?
I'd have to think about that.
Mine's relaxed. I think, like I said, we live in a society where it's go, 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 go. And it's something I really envied about my husband's family because they're from Texas. And like, they get up, do their farm chores, and then they're in the house by 10:30 in the morning. And they're like, and I'm like, okay, what's next? And they're like, oh no, girl, we just hang out. And I'm like, what?
That'd be awesome.
Like, I had anxiety the first time I went there, and they're like, no, man, we just kind of hang out. We'll put stuff on the smoker. We can go.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do? I want to like get to that relaxed state and not feel like I always have to do something. I don't want to always have to do something. And I feel like if we all didn't have something to do, at least for a half hour a day, just imagine.
I don't know how to do that with my life. Like,
Well, you're in
I'm
the
not
thick
in
of
that
it.
stage of my life where
Yeah.
I just like relax and be calm. There's just always
Well, what an amazing thing to teach your girls, because when my girls were little, I used to make them do yoga with me and everything because even back then they were doing studies in schools where when they practiced meditation and yoga in schools, the children's nervous systems were so much calmer.
Oh, I believe that.
You get goats.
We can do goat yoga at your house.
I tried that once, and the stupid goats just walked around me. and they wouldn't even walk on my back or interact with me.
Probably would have pooped on you.
No.
Or the puppy dog one. When there's like a puppy dog with you.
Oh, really? That's a thing?
Oh, yeah. That's a thing.
Oh, they would leg lift you then. Fire hydrant.
I mean, you can hit her with the cup or your papers.
It's going down. But yeah, I know you have a baby right now, but it'll happen. And I think it's really cool. Even if you can't do it a lot, I did notice the girls, like it totally changed their whole energy when you're like, no screens, no phones, no iPads, no this, no that. And it stinks at first, especially if they're used to a routine and you all of a sudden throw that out at them. There's going to be a lot of complaining, but I would at least try it.
I need to try something.
Yeah, it would benefit you too.
I mean, she's talking about like the little micro things, like Tuesdays and Wednesdays while the girls are at school. Yes, I know you have a baby at home, but like nap time, take some time. It doesn't have to be a half hour. Just take something of yourself and just lay on the floor.
Oh, I did that. On
And not because you're having a mental break.
But that's what I mean. Just take the time for
fell
yourself.
asleep in the baby pen with her.
Good for you.
There you go. She'd start meditating and fall asleep probably. Uh-oh. We're not supposed to have silence in a podcast.
I think that keeping distance between people is always a good thing. Like, you ever hear of like the 6 to 10 foot rule? Like, if you're in my bubble, like,
Yeah.
your energy.
Homie, you're in my bubble.
Well, that is true. But what did you say? What did she say?
You're in her bubble.
Listen, pop your bubble. That it's so interesting that during COVID, they like just out of the blue came up with this 6 foot rule, or was it out of the blue? Because if you study quantum physics, you know that your energy field does emit 6 feet. And I thought that was super interesting that they chose that number.
Yes.
Yeah. And then isolated us. That's a whole other podcast. We're supposed to be talking about New Year's resolutions.
And quantum physics just came into the mix.
Help me out.
Makes a lot of sense.
I think it is important, like letting people in your bubble. People want to sit very close to you. Do they have permission to?
Yeah. And then you beg another question about boundaries, which is super important.
I think that's a lot of people's New Year's resolutions from just talking around to other people's. The word boundary keeps popping up.
Yeah,
on
that's
repeat.
something I hear repetitively too. Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
I think people are finally realizing that family can be a boundary.
Like just because you're
Just
a blood
because you're
relative
family doesn't mean
give
anything
you the right
anymore.
to walk in on me when I'm taking a pee.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah. I mean, that's one boundary we all have to have.
I feel like she's speaking from experience.
Well, you know, your kids are little. You go to the bathroom, and the dog, the cat,
says it all.
dog, the cat, all your kids are sitting there. Where is your father? He's watching ESPN.
Yep.
Mommy's trying to pee.
So on boundaries,
Oh, that was literally my life. Like 2 days ago, Adelie comes wheeling Naya in, and they're just like staring at me as I'm peeing. And I took a picture while I'm on the toilet of the kids.
Did you ever hold them on your lap while you're peeing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Naya sits with me. Yep. Yep.
I mean, now they're 22 and 24.
You better leave the door open tomorrow because I'm coming in and we're getting that as a snapshot.
Oh, my lap.
There's 3 rooms to choose from. I'm gonna make fun of your laugh.
it's good. Laughing is contagious and probably the best medicine.
Did you know they have laughing classes in Japan? They honestly do. What? They do, because they know it's a stress reliever. And you go in and there's like 500 Japanese people in one room laugh.
Corinne, where's her paper?
I'm just saying. It's true. It's real. It's a real thing.
So there will be a picture in our social media of Dom peeing and Lindsay on her lap.
Stay tuned.
And a bunch of Japanese people laughing at us. I hate her so much.
Lindsay's gonna need it. Depends over there.
Okay. Anyway, getting back to our topic.
In my back pocket.
Hanky that she always has.
Now, shall I give some examples of
Yeah.
So, you want to shift your focus from goals to identity. So instead of asking, what do I want to do? Ask, who do I want to become? So why don't we just stop right there? And let's just go around to each of us. Like, can you think of something that you want to accomplish? And instead of saying, what do I want to do? Reframe it and say, what do I want to become? Put you guys on the spot.
Is this?
Yeah, I need more context.
I'll go first.
Do I want
over your head?
Well, no, because if we're picking words, I want to be able to listen more. I want to become a better listener, but I feel like I need something different. Like maybe you start off and then let us.
Okay, so we'll just go with the weight loss thing since that's always everybody's go-to for New Year's resolutions. Instead of saying, I want to lose 50 pounds, ask, who do I want to become? I want to become that person that can walk 3 miles a day. I want to become that person that can play with my children and have energy at the end of my day after working. So that's an example of, instead of saying, what do I want to do? Who do I want to become? And it's a great one to use in your career too. It's great. Instead of saying, like, if you're at a job and you want to make either a complete career change or you just don't like your job and you want to get another job, instead of getting the resume and start going on the interview. And before you start any of that, you should always ask yourself, who do I want to become? because then you're going to look for a job that gives you the right feeling and emotion rather than outcome. And then I know it's cliche, but the money really does come. But when you're choosing a job just for money and it's not giving you the feeling or the purpose that you want, at the end of the day, you either end up miserable or with a heart attack in the hospital, or, you know, it never ends well. So that's kind of what I was talking about.
Like, I want to become somebody that can solve more people's problems.
Right, which is probably why you're studying to be a nurse practitioner.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it gives you what feeling to help people? How does that make you feel?
Full.
Right. Like you have purpose.
Yep. And it fills my heart. Like I help somebody else.
Right. Right.
And it's a great feeling to have. And I'm doing it for me. I'm not really doing it for somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's very common too, is people pick something to please somebody else, not necessarily even for themselves.
That was the money point right there.
Like, who are you losing weight for? Yourself or for your spouse, for your family?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about you?
Mine's going to sound nasty.
Oh,
Great.
okay.
I love that.
I want to become more selfish
Yeah.
because I feel like looking back, I used to always have a New Year's resolution. I used to always work out. I used to always like take 15 minutes to do personal development in the morning. And like, I don't do any of that. And like, I feel it, but I pour like everything into my family.
I want to
So
remind you, it's
want
not
to be like
nasty to be selfish.
a little bit more selfish. It sounds bad, but
It doesn't
it's
sound bad
not.
because did you know the English language only has one word for selfish, but other languages actually have two different meanings for selfish, and one of them is self-care. So it's only selfish because you've been conditioned in America to think it's selfish,
yeah.
but it's not. It's not selfish to want to take care of yourself. And you're also setting a good example for your daughters. You don't want them growing up thinking that self-sacrifice is the only way to be as a woman. You want them my girls always saw me working out. Mommy's going to the gym, deal with it, like figure it out. And then they've always been active as children and adults, even they carried that habit into so I think it's a good example to set for your girls too.
And look at how many people, even as in the healthcare realm, if you don't take care of yourself while you're taking care of all these patients coming in here, your family, what's left?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I literally had a client, one of your patients, say to me the other day, she was like, well, I said, well, have you talked to your primary care physician about all of this? She's like, oh yeah, while he was eating a donut and smoking a cigarette. Basically, you're talking about taking care of she said he was 300 pounds, not that he was a doctor lecturing her on nutrition. Not that being overweight is anything to, it's not that. But she was saying that she was trying to talk to him about acquiring a GLP-1 and how upset she in nutrition, and he knew nothing and was sitting there unhealthy himself. And that's why she ended up here. So that just goes to what you just said. And you're saying you have to take care of yourself and live as an example. Or how do you expect other people to even take the words that are coming out of your mouth seriously? You said that to me about you were like, we don't eat sugar. Like, we don't have sugar in my household. And you said to me, how am I supposed to be in this business if I'm not setting a good example?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I get my husband's lab work back and say, are any of you listening to me?
They're in the closet, like sneaking their junk food.
I think they are.
Oh.
Well, time to bring Lindsay in and give them a beating. We call her the closer. You're the only one.
I want to become more absorbing. I want to absorb everything from everybody. I feel like it comes back, full circle to listening, but I love learning from Corinne, and I learn totally different things from Corinne than I do from Des. Whether they have the same vast knowledge of each other, I learn differently from Corinne. So I want to absorb that. I learn totally different from Des. Des and I have different wavelengths up there. I learned so differently. Like, same with you, like just listening, taking all that in, internalizing it, and then making something for myself from all of the information. I feel like that's what I definitely want to do. I feel like it's going to carry all my relationships, though. It's going to carry in everything that I do to be more absorbing.
That goes back to my word growth.
Yeah.
That's
I've never ending for us.
Yeah, I have forced growth upon you.
Yeah, you have.
In many ways. Kind of like you're, yeah.
She's like, yeah, I'll stop talking.
Yeah. Insert foot in mouth. Yeah. But yeah, I've seen it with you. Everybody who's at Infinity, I guess I don't stop growing, and I expect it from everybody else that you have to keep growing, especially in this industry because of the nuances. We learned something new. We learned something new today.
Oh, what was that? I forgot it already.
Prolactin levels and testosterone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like just multiple things coming up that blow our minds every single day that then force us down more rabbit holes. Growth isn't an option here. I guess it's one of those things. It's a guaranteed if you are here, but then you see your resolutions, whether you have them or not, or your words or your feelings, just be enhanced by that growth because that's your surrounding. So,
well, a resolution can't exist without a growth factor, right?
Right.
But I'm curious with you, do you expect that of the people in your personal life as well? When you looked at all of us and you're like, growth is not even an option here. Mm-hmm. That's what I say at home in my personal life. Do you say that too?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like we have to learn together. We have to grow together. We have to explore new things. I'm sure my husband can sit here and reiterate like so many things from a nursing perspective, a functional nursing perspective, because that's all I talk about. And
well, the poor guy, I ran into him at the grocery store. We ran and we bumped carts in the soup aisle. And
actually, it was the salad aisle, but
whoops. And the poor guy, he was so patient. He was just like, la, la, la. I saw him meander over there. He was looking at the peas or something. I don't know. And she's like, this is all he hears all the time. But I think that's so important. And you can look at family units and you can see where they had a growth mentality and where they didn't. And, apathy breeds complacency. And if you're complacent, how can you ever change? How can you ever accomplish anything?
I think your friend circle, I think where you work, if you're stuck in one of those, you're in trouble. If your friends aren't forcing you to be better humans, physically, mentally, emotionally, all of those things, I'd question your friend group.
I feel like, though, I've had friends that, I guess, kind of pushed growth, but it was never at the exponential level that it is now since I've met you. Like, I felt like I was always the friend that wanted my friends to grow, that I was the pusher. And I'm not saying pusher in a negative way. You push us to want to grow, and we want to, because if we didn't, I would look you dead in the eye and say, listen, back up. I'll do it when I want to. But I feel like I've never experienced a friend, a coworker, you or the whole package to push me to where I don't feel like I always had to be the pusher. And it's kind of nice because it's a good balance for me. So I'm not saying everybody come steal Des from us, but find you somebody too. If you're the pusher of your friend group, you need to make connections and find that person that's going to help you be pushed further than what you are already capable of. I'm capable of things I never thought that I'd be capable of in just 3.5 years of being in your presence. Even with Dom pushes me in ways our banter's hilarious. 2 Italians button heads. It's hilarious to be in here every day when we're in here. Growth out the wazoo. Corinne and I grew together, so I feel like that's a really good relationship for me where we're 2 totally different people. We just grow together, and it's kind of really nice to kind of see that relationship flourish. But
you bring up a good point, and that is even strong women need other strong women in a group because you get decision fatigue. Mm-hmm. You get cheerleader fatigue. There's all kinds of fatigues you get when you're the strong one. You're the pusher. You're the momager. You're the motivator. Yeah. And it's like at the end of the day, you're like, can I just be inspired by somebody? Can I just be pushed by somebody? And that's a really cool spot to be in your journey, because then you know you've grown to a point where you didn't necessarily outgrow anyone, but you're like, okay, now I'm ready for other strong people in my life.
Yeah.
That we can totally keep growing and learning and building off of each other.
Mhm.
And that's so awesome that you brought that up, because it goes right back to New Year's resolutions. Look at who you're around.
Mm-hmm.
Look at who you spend the majority of your time with. And I just had this conversation with a friend who's miserable at their job. And I'm like, I can't have this conversation with you anymore. I can't do it. I can't do it. You need to understand who you're surrounding yourself with. And I know you're comfortable at your job. I know you're making good money, but you're not growing there, and you're not around people that share the same mindset as you.
Yeah.
And that is super important, even at home, for marriages, for each spouse to know that if you're not moving forward, you're automatically moving backward. There is no complacency. There is no room for no movement. It doesn't exist, right? Isn't it not like a law of physics or something? Like,
Would you stop with the science?
I hate physics. Why should you bring
Why she keep bringing all that stuff up in there?
well, no, you guys know how does it go? Like energy can only be transformed. It never dies, right? You can only transform energy. So, and in a relationship or in a work environment, or even with your own goals, you're either moving forward or backward. You're never staying the same. Mm-hmm. It's impossible to stay the same. So when you wake up every day and you're making those micro choices that we talked about, and you're making the same choice, you're going to get the same result. I don't know what else to tell you.
It's time to get comfortable in the uncomfortable.
There you go. Maybe that should be the name of this.
I mean, change is my best friend.
Oh, me too. I'm addicted to it. I love it.
Oh, I'm obsessed.
I will say I was not.
We got
I have
used to it, though.
OCD, and then I was just like, no, she's moving too fast. I still got my training wheels on. This girl's on a unicycle. Like, come on now.
Corinne's life, I think. Like,
Yeah.
I came in like,
used to change.
all right,
Yeah.
it's different today. Healthcare changes, we change.
You're right.
But even with that being said, even though I'm a very strong individual, you taught me emotional regulation. You kicked a desk and made it collapse.
Yeah, we talked about
You broke a door. Like, I learned how to not be so reactive sometimes. So
Yeah,
there's
good point.
always room for growth no matter where you stand. And then I had to figure out, how do I grow from Lindsay? And you taught me real quick.
Well, thank you. I'm happy that I can do that for you.
Don't
So we'll not break any more desks or doors.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So did she teach you how to respond instead of react?
Yes. Or when not to respond, to take a minute.
And that goes back to you saying absorb instead of, like, that's a part of like taking a minute instead of reacting. And that is so key. So many people, even as adults, don't do that. They react. They don't take a minute and think and then respond at the appropriate time. And
Again, we're conditioned that way.
Yeah, we are.
Like, if we do something wrong, our parents yell at us instantly.
True.
It's like,
Ooh,
think about it.
guilty of that.
You know what I mean? We're taught
Yeah.
that from such a young age. It's really hard to break a cycle when that's literally instilled in us at like the age of 2. Don't touch that. Like,
Yeah.
what do you want from us? Like, it's just a habit.
The desk came first,
It's literally-
and I reacted much differently to then when the door broke.
Yes.
It was a lot different.
Oh.
It was a lot different. You're like, I'm going to call you right back.
Yeah.
And
And I said it very...
And she said, I'm going to call you right back. We hung up and she called me in about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But I
learned.
appreciated that though.
Yeah, and that's a New Year's resolution, learning how to emote yourself. Like, so many adults don't do that. And when you learn that skill, because I never had it. I never had it till probably about 10 years ago. I grew up in a very reactive household, crazy Italians, like in your space. What are boundaries? What is calmness? You know, the whole 9 yards. So to learn how to do that, you're like, oh, wow, I have control. And I have control over myself and a situation, and I don't have to react. And it's like your whole nervous system just calms down. And then your resolution and solution is so much more productive, you know?
The outcome changes drastically, though.
Yeah.
The way a situation is handled from the get-go. Patients used to call in here screaming, and they'd all hand a phone to me. And like, I'm really not good at talking somebody off a ledge. Like, you have a decision to make. And it was generally patients calling in screaming about they weren't getting the results they want, or they were upset they couldn't eat the donuts, and they would hand the phone to me. But I was very calmly and just honest with them. No, ma'am, you can't lose weight and eat 4 donuts. Like, it was very, it's just all in how you respond. But I think you have learned that over time.
Yeah.
Because how you respond to patients now is you became a product of your surroundings. The way you talk to patients too. But I also mirror you guys. Now I'm mirroring Dom and asking pictures of husbands.
I'm glad I can bring something to the table. But no, you bring up a good point, because I see that in both of them, because Corinne does a lot of the ozone and the EBU, and that's something new and scary to people. And it's like something they don't hear about. And then they see their blood in a container or a bag, and, you know, and you're so calm, and your energy, and people see your confidence, and you've done this a lot, and you know what you're doing, and you explain, and you totally calm them down. And you do the same thing whenever somebody comes at you and you're just like smiling at them, and then you're calm, you automatically calm them down. And it's just very nice to see. And I hear people say to me all the time, I just love the girls out front. Like, I just love it here. And it says a lot about who you guys are and what you've built over the years. So kudos to you.
You should have seen it 3 years ago.
That's all right. We all got to start somewhere. But some examples from my life coaching is, you can ask yourself, like, why you want to get healthy, because it gives you freedom. Ironically enough, discipline gives you freedom. So think about that. And why do you want to have boundaries? Boundaries create self-respect. Why do you want to have career growth? Because it creates purpose for you. So if you keep going back to your why and keep going back to the behavioral changes that you can make in little small doses every day, what's that saying? You always overestimate what you can do in a day, but underestimate what you can do in a year. And that boils down to little micro decisions every day.
That's why I tell people all the time, if you are complaining that you can't get something done in a day, I challenge you to go into your screen time and see how many minutes you spent on social media, and you will be mind blown at how much mindless scrolling or looking on Facebook. And if you just limit that, you could do so much more.
And getting back to the emoting thing, not to dwell on the emotion, but it's just so helpful when you're trying to accomplish these goals too, because how emotional do we used to get when we were younger or before we learned these skills? And we used to be like, oh, why did I do that? Or, you know, you come down on yourself, and then you get depressed, and it's like, well, screw it. I might as well smoke the whole pack of cigarettes if I had one, you know, or whatever. And it's like, if you can emote yourself and raise your emotional IQ, listen, you can be as smart and have all the PhDs and all. If you don't have an emotional IQ, like, I cannot. It's a totally different IQ level than like an academic. So if you can't emotionally emote yourself and calm down and realize that, you know, people used to say to me, well, does this diet work or does that diet work? Is the treadmill better than the elliptical? Is lifting first and then doing cardio better, or vice versa? And I used to look them dead in the eye and say, they all work. They all work if you stick to them. What you're really asking me is, what's the easiest one to stick to? You're not, does the cabbage soup diet work? Sure. You can eat cabbage soup for 3 months and lose weight and be pooping every day 10 times a day. But is it doable? Is it fun? Is it sustainable? That's really what you're asking. So it's not asking, does something work? It's like, what's my purpose? What's my why? And is it doable and reasonable? And, you know, making those little micro choices. So, yeah. So.
I had an interesting conversation yesterday with somebody, and they made a comment and they said, I went somewhere and I'm coming to you because I'm hoping you can help me. They had me write down what I was to eat in a day, and they didn't realize that it was so overwhelming to me because I had an eating disorder. And I said, and she's like, I blatantly told them I have an eating disorder, but they were like, if you have to track what you eat in a day. And how people then get so hesitant to go anywhere else then, because they're like, well, what's the next person going to do? And finding that comfort level and knowing, she's like, I'm struggling with anxiety, but I know it's from my eating disorder. So if I get to the root cause, I can fix so much more. Knowing, she came in here knowing already that her mental health was controlled in her gut. So she's like, I have to fix this, so I need help.
Yep.
So I just urge everybody, even out there, going somewhere, don't let the first person overwhelm you, or the second person or third person. Keep going until you find the person who will listen and who won't give you anxiety. Because that's the last thing I think anybody wants, is added work or anxiety.
Well, you can't give up because nothing works until it does. So when you say, like, to somebody with a chronic illness, well, let's try this now. Well, nothing else has worked for the past 10 years. Why should I keep trying? Because nothing works until it does. So that's what you're saying. Keep looking until you find us.
Truthfully.
And there was the leg up you gave her, right?
Yes.
Obviously, yes, she had other issues to work on with the eating disorder, but it's so cool that she knew, like, wow, maybe if you guys help me, like, address my gut bacteria, then all the other things will trickle and be easier to address. So,
Yeah, and interestingly enough, she learned that through a dental journey, figuring out dental health. So going down some rabbit holes are worth going down, not all of them. TikTok doesn't always know all the answers.
Amen.
I saw on TikTok.
When people call in and say, I saw on TikTok that you can do this, I'm saying,
That there Joe Rogan's taking out BPC. Can I have some?
why did you get like this BPC accent?
I don't know. It just came out. Okay, getting back to business.
I saw Joe Rogan take BPC. Like, what's wrong with her tonight?
I don't know. I feel drunk and I wasn't drinking. I'm just overworked. I don't know. So, okay, here is some life coaching homework. So, this is what we are encouraging that you guide yourself through. Your identity, I am becoming someone who, fill in the blank. Your value, this matters to me because. Then your tiny micro action. This week I will, just take it 1 week at a time. Then reflect, what will I learn from trying this? That way, you went from identity to value to behavior or action and then reflected on it. Those 4 little steps is going to help something stick more than just saying, I'm going to lose 20 pounds. And even though I'm not a morning person, I'm going to get up at 4 o'clock every morning and hit the gym. That's not true. You're not going to do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's like 4 little tips for you. So.
Well, I hope everybody got something out of all of that. If you haven't already, please subscribe to us, like us, follow us. And we do actually have a whole lineup of very interesting topics, interesting hosts, or I am your host, interesting guests coming on. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.